Welcome to Smart Grid World. For now, I would like to talk to you about an environment-friendly, low-carbon future green city operated by the Smart Grid. The city before us shows how electricity generated by the 500 megawatt thermal power plant on the upper left side and the nuclear power plant on the lower right side is supplied to the city center, industrial complexes, and rural areas through power systems. Electricity is the driving force of economic development worldwide, and it has enriched the lives of people. However, with increasing use of fossil fuels, carbon dioxide emissions surged, causing global warming. Global warming results in extreme weather conditions such as heavy rains and snows. Aging facilities established in the early period of industrialization creates unexpected malfunctions, causing inconvenience to households and undermining industrial productivity. To solve these issues, the use of renewable energy sources must increase, and an intelligent power supply network must be established. The existing power grids are not connected to renewable energy sources, incapable of charging smart homes, home appliances, and electric cars, and responsive to power outages. Now, let me show you how the conventional power grid evolves into the smart grid. First, wind, tidal, and solar powers are connected to the existing power grid, and then wind power and small hydraulic power are connected to supply electricity. In the center of the city, smart homes and buildings equipped with solar and wind power generators, as well as power storage devices, fuel cells, and electric car charging parking structures get connected to the power network. The existing power network becomes intelligent through the installation of sensors and monitoring devices, and the network can be operated with renewable energy sources. The smart grid prevents outages and enhances operational efficiency by applying information technology. It also optimizes energy consumption through two-way information exchanges with consumers. The integration of power, communications, and information technology completes a smart grid, which supplies green electricity to the entire city. Wind power plant throughout the city will generate 160,000 megawatt hours of power, reducing carbon dioxide emissions by 140,000 tons each year. Solar power will produce 130,000 megawatt hours of power and reduce carbon by 11,000 tons each year. And tidal power plants at sea will generate 980,000 megawatt hours each year, reducing carbon dioxide by 860,000 tons each year. Small hydraulic power plants, which generate power by using the water in rivers and streams, can reduce carbon dioxide by 2,000 tons while producing power of 3,000 megawatt hours each year. In addition, there are solar power generators which can be installed on rooftops, fuel cells using hydrogen and natural gas, and biomass power generation in rural areas. In conclusion, replacing the 590 megawatts of power generated by existing thermal power plants with green energy, generated from renewable energy sources, can reduce carbon dioxide emissions by 1.16 million tons each year. Because power facilities are exposed to the natural environment and have the high risk of the outage, the expanded use of weather-sensitive renewable energy can make the power system unstable. The smart grid features a crisis response program to stabilize management of various renewable energy sources while preventing malfunctions of aged existing power facilities. Total Automation Control Center, or TACC in short, receives temperature and wind information from the weather satellite and optimizes the management of renewable energy installed in each area. As the incorporation of telecommunications network into intelligent power facilities enables a real-time monitoring of the network, an outage can be prevented in advance. When a sudden breakdown occurs, it can minimize the area of the outage. A super typhoon with a wind speed of 30 meters per second passed through a city. Lightning struck, trees fell, disrupting electric power lines. The Total Automation Control Center traces the typhoon's path and anticipates an outage in real time. In the case of an outage, TACC starts to repair according to various response programs. First, it isolates the troubled section and minimizes the area of outage by operating the switch automatically and supply the power for the rest of the areas. Meanwhile, the repair team on standby goes out to the site in a vehicle with emergency materials and effects the needed repairs immediately. Through this process, all troubled lines are normalized in the shortest time possible, and the supply of power resumes quickly. Once the smart grid is in place, many benefits can be realized. As the percentage of thermal power generation falls to half, the emissions of carbon dioxide will drop 50%, contributing to the global warming prevention. The stability of the power system will more than double, thereby substantially enhancing convenience of life and business productivity. An outage can be prevented when it happens. Recovery time will be cut by over 30%. The electricity use will become more convenient. Also, because the two-way communications between power producers and consumers will keep a peak load below 80% of the current level, the construction of additional power plants can be delayed. The advanced metering infrastructure in smart homes enables optimum use of energy by monitoring the power consumption of home appliances in real time and preventing loss. New technology development and an expanded use of intelligent products will create new jobs and contribute to economic growth. In the future city powered by the smart grid, a wider range of new technologies will be applied that utilize renewable energy sources. With the development of technologies including wind power generation using jet streams in the stratosphere at an altitude of 11 kilometers, and wireless power transmission, electric vehicles using high-capacity electric rechargers, electric ships. A new world of smart grid for more advanced, environment-friendly green power is unfolding before our eyes.